Hello, it's Taylor Elwood from MagicalExperiments.com. Happy New Year. I was recently asked a question by an associate of mine. He said that he wanted to work with an entity, to help him with some of his material circumstances, but he wasn't sure what to do. He wasn't sure what he really wanted to do, if he wanted to get a job in California or start his own business or do something else. And so I said to him that before he could do a magical act or decide what entity to work with, he really needed to get clear on what he wanted to accomplish, what the result was that he wanted to achieve. And I think that's true in general with magic. If you want to do a magical act, you need to define what the result is going to be. Ideally, what the result will be, in order to understand what magical process you'll use, in order to figure out, okay, am I going to work with entity X or entity B? Or am I going to do something else altogether? Am I going to create a money pouch? Or am I going to invoke this particular deity of wealth? And actually, if you think about it, what I'm talking about here does apply to mundane actions as well. You need to know what you're going to do. You need to know why you're doing it and how you're going, and you need to have an idea, before you can really have an idea of how you're going to accomplish it. Because until you know what you want and why you want it, the how of it will not follow. And really, it just comes down to the simple principle that, yes, I want to accomplish this particular goal. Yes, and here's why I want it. Well, now we can define the how. How am I going to do it? What technique will I use? What resource will I draw on that will help me achieve this particular result? And I think it's very important to realize that and not just go and create a situation where you're trying to do a magical working and not know what you want. Because when that occurs, you're basically just saying, well, I'm open to whatever will occur as long as it seems to fit the parameters of this particular working. Well, I don't know about you, but I like to be as specific as possible, because that necessarily helps in ensuring the success of the spell. In fact, I think that it greatly enhances the chances that something's going to be, a magic working is going to be successful, because you've applied specificity toward what you want to accomplish. It's allowing you to ground the possibility into reality, because you know exactly what it is that you want to accomplish, and therefore you're going to also be you're going to be doing your magical working and setting up those parameters that will help you define how that particular that possibility is going to become reality. So it's just something to think about as you're doing magical workings. What is it that you want? Why do you want it? Then figure out the how. Don't try and figure out how you're going to get it if you don't know what you want specifically. Because in the case of this person who asked me, who consulted with me, he's basically got two different situations. One situation involves him moving, and another situation involves him opening a business. So he needs to be really clear about what he wants to accomplish and why he wants to accomplish both of those. And then look at how realistic it's going to be to accomplish both at the same time, or what he may need to do in order to get that. And then he can figure out the how. So that's it. See you next week, and thanks for watching.